move into a part of our program that's accent on academics. So I'm going to ask that Dr. Shandor please share some information about tonight's accent on academics.
Thank you, Mr. Richardson. Good evening, board members. For this evening's accent on academics, Grafton Middle School will be presenting Transformation Math Project 6.0. This month focuses on transformative math projects. The projects presented are two examples of how students use math and technology to enhance the climate at Grafton Middle School. Ms. Tiana Anthony, principal, will now introduce tonight's presenters. Ms. Anthony.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. When I became the principal at Grafton Middle School on January 2nd this year, Accent on Academics project was already underway, but it wasn't completed quite yet because the team had a few finishing touches that they wanted to add to the project. And I'm so glad that they did because I had the opportunity to meet my teacher, Mr. Neely. He has a wonderful sense of humor, and we became very close during this time, this month, preparing for the project. And I got to meet some wonderful students, and they are here to present tonight's project. So will everyone come on up? Mr. Neely?
Good evening. I'm Bob Neely. I'm a math teacher at Grafton Middle School. As math teachers, we want our students to think critically, we want them to problem solve, and we want them to collaborate to find solutions to daily problems. In this project, we challenged the students to examine a part of their daily experience at GMS and make recommendations on how the student life could be improved. So tonight, you're going to see 6 students with 2 different projects, and they are looking at 2 different aspects of their daily life. And they've researched it, they've collaborated, they've come up with some solutions, and they've used math and technology to support their findings. So I give you the first group.
My name is Helen.
My name is Ton.
And my name is Bohan.
We are doing an atrium renovation project. This is our atrium currently. It is a large open space with lots of sunlight. During the day, it is used for class changing, certain PE units, and some teachers will use this space for lessons. But it is still underutilized. We would like to renovate this space to be more functional for the students and staff of GMS. Some of the suggestions we would like to renovate this space would be implement more flexible learning spaces to accommodate the latest technology and student needs, to incorporate more modern furniture, and reach more spatial needs for the students and staff. Art classes could also paint murals to enhance school spirit and be a location for additional after-school clubs, cooperative groups, and peer tutoring, and a multi-learning space for student and staff presentations. Some of the sample furniture that we would use to renovate would be cube seats, whiteboards, sofa sets, and some tables. Our total will come out to be about $3,000.
For our vision, we were hoping for a modern look in our new atrium in the future. For example, multiple chairs and tables for students to use for work or lessons that could be taught. Overall, we would hope to have a modern look in our future atrium for the GMS community. For our recommendations, we should renovate the atrium because it is cost-effective, students could benefit from large, comfortable, and interactive place to learn, and it is also a large multi-use space that can meet the expanding needs of the community, parents, and students. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We may now present to you the perfect parent pickup.
I am Zachary.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Morgan.
This is our presentation, Perfect Parent Pickup.
This is our typical day at parent pickup. The line is always long and it never moves. it usually catches buses up, so it delays the buses being able to drop off students to go to the classes and just holds every part of the students up.
So some opportunities for change are the lengthy traffic lines and delays on bus operation. So our driving question is, what would redesigning the parent pickup and drop-off traffic patterns, and would it improve the efficiency for students and parents?
So this is our current traffic pattern for parent pickup. So it is a one-way path that you come in off of 17 into the loop. It just starts getting packed after there's just a lot of people that do parent pickup. So once a lot of cars start coming in and how early cars start to park before they can let their kids in, it just starts to jam everything together. And no one ever goes that fast in there.
They throw you out the window if they went that fast.
So some reasons why parents use it is because it's a transportation preference. It saves parents travel time. It could accommodate for parents' work schedule. It also could be more convenient for them. And some students have extracurricular activities that they need parents to pick up them from.
So these are the solutions that we have come up with. Have parent pickup and drop off at the back of the complex, add a sidewalk to the new parent pickup area, and allow parents to drop off students earlier at 7:40 a.m.
So this is our solution for the new parent pickup and drop-off line. So at the loop where the line is now, that is where the parents will exit instead. And so this would mean that the loop will now become the bus drop-off for students with disabilities. And this is where the new sidewalk will go for parents to drop off and pick up their kids and make it more safe for the students. And the students will access the school through the rear gym at the back of the school. And so this is the parent drop-off and pickup path of travel. So they will come around the high school side and go around the back of the school and drop off their kids or pick them up, and proceed around the middle school and out through the loop and back onto 17.
So it is about $800 to put in the sidewalk. It's about $140 for the do not enter sign. It's about $30 for the one-way traffic sign. It's about $100 for the road arrow stencils, and the estimate total comes out to about $1,000.
So some benefits by doing it would improve the traffic flow by reducing congestion at the intersection. It would decrease the backup of traffic to Route 17. It would improve on-time arrival for buses and save drop-off time and pickup for parents, and it would enhance safety for all the students and the parents and everyone.
Thank you for listening to our presentations. Now we will take any questions for both the presentations, and we will answer them to the best of our ability.
Dr. James, did you get all that?
Yeah, I was going to turn to Dr. James.
Can you come?
When do we have money?
Yeah.
We got $1,000.
I'm thinking about putting them on the CIP committee,
Yeah,
for capital
good.
improvement, Dr. James, and absolutely. Y'all did a
great.
fabulous job.
Yeah.
Thinking outside the box and, solution-oriented thinking. It's just, and then using the math and just bringing to life what you do in the classroom, in the real life, what happens out there in the real world. Y'all did a fabulous job, so congratulations to both groups.
Thank you.
I've got a couple of questions for both groups. So the transportation group, so I'm familiar with Grafton. My son goes there. So according to your plan, you're going to have parents turning left and going around like this to drop off in the back, and then coming around like this. So how are you addressing that little congestion area here? Because you're going to have parents turning left to go to the back of the school and then parents turning left to get back out of the complex.
What you say is there could be congestion at the front entrance.
Yeah.
To your proposal. There.
So by doing this, so instead of everybody in this one crowded area, we are spreading around the entire school. So there will be more gaps in between when parents are coming in, and when they will be dropping off. So it will be easier for them to leave the school. So it will be less. So there will be more spaces when they exit the complex.
Okay. So that student access in the back, isn't that a locker room area up on the second floor? Or, I mean, what does that go to?
That's the gym.
That is a pathway that it leads onto the hallway.
Okay.
And that hallway connects to the cafeteria.
Okay.
So just go right through the hallway and go to the cafeteria where the kids normally sit
Okay.
when they wait for their parents.
And also, one of the staff could also be assigned as one of their duty stations to be there as well.
Is that closed off? I mean, so you go into the door. Is there another door on the other end of the hallway there?
No, it's just
No?
that door.
Okay. For the first group. So I like the idea. I'm interested in how you're going to use the two whiteboards, though. What was your plan for those?
So in our atrium, there are white walls that are just kind of, let me, so as you can see, the white walls that we have, we were planning on having the whiteboards either to be on this side or the other side of the whiteboards.
On the walls?
On the walls, yes.
On the walls?
Yes.
Have you considered maybe instead of whiteboards, getting whiteboard paint to paint the walls so your walls turn into a whiteboard? And you can just mark up on the board. You have a lot more space for more collaboration because of the student population at Grafton Middle versus having just two small whiteboards. Would you consider that maybe?
Yes, we would.
Okay.
Yes, Ms. Haywood.
I guess my question is probably to, is this the first that you've presented these two ideas outside of Grafton Middle?
Yes, we have.
Okay,
Yes.
so your next step would be to share them. Thank you for sharing them with us, but I would like to find out how Dr. Shandor, just from staff, looking at these, and it's something that we can work with them to look at to say, I don't know how you do your bus loop of people involved with that. Is that the best way to do it?
We're certainly open to
Yeah,
suggestions.
so I would say,
However, I do know that Miss Anthony loves standing out there in the morning with all the people. She told me that's one of her favorite duties that she has at the school. I absolutely loved both presentations, guys.
Yeah.
You did a wonderful job. Mr. Neely, great job with solving a real-world problem. We've had conversations about this open space for a few years, and I agree with you. We should do something with that space so that it's more useful for kids. I love the ideas,
So we can see
and
where it
you know the bus loop itself. I'll have to defer to the expert sitting over there, Dr. James, for some assistance. But you guys did a wonderful job.
Okay, thank
Dr.
you.
Shandor, maybe we can refer the traffic to Captain Pond back there. He can worry about, yeah.
Before we let you sit down, I'd just like to say also, great bang-up job. That area that you're talking about, that space is certainly underutilized, as a comment I made to Dr. Shandor during one of our tours about a year or so ago. So it was great to see that y'all took up that as a experience to look at. And also the traffic, that's at all of our schools. We have a lot of parents that drop off, so great job, great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.